Right, let's see what the king of the bomb drone can pull off this time. Oh, you two poor motherfuckers really didn't want to go in there. Should probably go and finish them off. Yeah, see how it is. Think fast next time. What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Warzone Ramblings. And today is just me, Mikey, and Adam. Missing Shane, but here we are today talking about Alien Romulus and a trailer that dropped just the other day. And I've got to tell you that I am so hyped for this movie. It's got me on the edge of my seat. This trailer was expertly shot, particularly for all the Alien fans out there. It does have me a bit on edge, wondering if they've just baited, as they've done, Hollywood has done so many times over the last 5 to 6 years, of trying to get the hardcore fan base on standby just to pull the rug out from under their feet. But everything I've seen and heard about the movie so far has just got me ready for this movie. I'm going to go see it in cinema. I very rarely go to the cinema, but I am on the hype for this movie. And the first thing about this trailer that I notice is the aesthetic of the film. It is stuck to the first 3 movies so well. This abandoned space station has the feel of the Nostromo from the first Alien movie, and the colony Hadley's Hope from Aliens as well. It's like an amalgamation of the two. I've heard some people say it replicates Alien Isolation, a game. I've not played the game myself because I don't play scary games. Fuck that. But I will say the way that this looks and feels, and even some of the sounds that they use, this weird sort of haunting sound, is used in both the first 2 movies and the behind the scenes shots. If you have the quadrilogy Alien collection, it's this eerie sound, and it's just got me so ready. So ready. Breaking down the trailer, it looks incredible. It looks and feels like an Alien movie. And there is this scene in there where there's this army of facehuggers just smashing their way out the door and coming after the characters. And it is CGI. I'm not the biggest fan of CGI. I do prefer practical effects, but I understand when it comes to a swarm of these little bastards, CGI is probably the best thing to do, but it does look incredible. From what I understand, I'll talk about this a little bit more in a second, these facehuggers are a little bit different. From what I understand, they've got little barbs on them, but they are sort of a different subspecies of the xenomorph culture or breed, whatever you want to call it. But I'm more ready to see different kinds of aliens if it's necessary and essential to the story. At the end of the trailer, you have a replication of what is this iconic shot from Ripley from Aliens, where she comes out the lift going down into the alien hive, you know, weapons ready, and they've replicated it with this new actress, and it looks pretty decent. She is holding what is a prototype of the pulse rifle. For all of you know, I love the pulse rifle. It is one of my favourite weapons in fiction, and if they had it in Call of Duty, I'd be using it all the time. I'd be using it all the time. There is no doubt about that. But she's holding a prototype of the pulse rifle because the M4A1 has not been invented yet within the Alien universe, because this movie is set between the first and second movies, so it only makes sense that there was this sort of earlier version of the pulse rifle going around. And then the trailer finishes with this close-up, a practical effect shot of a xenomorph open its mouth and the inner jaw slam out. And I know it's practical effect as well. I said there was CGI for the facehuggers, and from what I can tell, that was fully CGI. If that was puppeteered, that was excellent work. But this movie, I know from the director Fede Alvarez, they have stuck to practical effects as much as possible. He even had to get in on it himself because it just required so many hands-on puppeteering. From what I can tell, I'm excited to see what they've done, because it's either there's a lot of people trying to do this swarm of facehuggers, I don't know how they would have done it, or there is another new large alien coming out, which was in the original Aliens movie. I believe it was a 5-man job to puppeteer it, from the people inside the main body to the people that operated the crane. But this being a 9-man job, I'm wondering if they're going to bring in a male version of the Queen, and not the King. That's not what it's called in the Alien subculture. Hopefully something more like Alien Rogue out of the novelisation. I'm hoping it's that. I'm hoping it's that because the trailer has matched up to the Alien universe, and I'm wondering how far Fede Alvarez has dived deep into the novelizations, maybe some of the comics as well, and just expanded on this universe. I cannot say this trailer has done a great job. It's done a fucking brilliant job. Like, I'm an Alien fan. I'm going to the cinema. I've said that I do not go to the cinema at all, but the sounds that it is used, the aesthetic of the corridors, it looks like the first 3 Alien movies. From what I understand, it does carry on from Prometheus and Alien Covenant as well. But with all the smaller interviews I've heard with Fede Alvarez, even like he's had James Cameron and Ridley Scott praise this movie, like the directors for the first 2 movies who created this franchise that I love have praised this movie, and for 2 different reasons as well. Every bit of feedback he's had from either director has been different from one another. They did ultimately create 2 different kinds of movies, but to get that kind of feedback from a director or directors, the 2 outstanding directors in this franchise, if you take away some of the more poorer attempts later on, particularly after Alien 3, to have the original directors come in and say that, and also to find out that he's also brought back the crew from Aliens that created the xenomorphs, that created the suits. I'm just so hyped for this. I'm ready to see, you know, the dudes in the suit again playing the xenomorph. This trailer has done the trick, and I can't wait to see the full trailer and learn more about the characters. But this is me talking about one of my favourite franchises ever, and the next instalment of it. I'm very aware that a lot of my favourite franchises have gone down burning in flames because no one respects the law, but this looks like it does. I am so hyped, and we have brought you a win as well as Team RPG. So if you're hyped for Alien Romulus, make sure you smash that like button. If you're new here, please subscribe, and I'll be talking more about some of my favourite movies in the future. But as always, folks, much love, take care, and peace.